Next week on Coronation Street, Fiz Dobbs, played by Jenny McAlpine, finds herself in a situation that could have devastating consequences for her husband, Tyrone Dobbs, Alan Halsall, and his relationship with his newfound son, Doran. In an unexpected twist, what starts as a tense but hopeful situation ends in Fiz's colossal blunder, potentially severing Tyrone's bond with his son forever. Last month, Tyrone was blindsided by the return of Alina Pop, Rixandra Poronicu, his ex-girlfriend, who came back to Weatherfield with a shocking revelation. She had secretly given birth to Tyrone's son, Doran. This revelation turned Tyrone's life upside down. Although surprised, Tyrone quickly embraced his new role as a father and began building a relationship with the child he never knew he had. In the weeks that followed, Tyrone and Alina reconnected over their shared responsibility for Doran, and Alina even trusted Tyrone and Fiz to take care of him while she dealt with a dangerous situation. Alina, who had been on the run from human traffickers seeking to silence her, leaned heavily on Tyrone and Fiz as she navigated this crisis. However, after the traffickers were finally arrested earlier this week, Alina was able to come out of hiding. With the imminent threat now over, Alina revealed her plans to return to Romania with Doran. This news devastated Tyrone, who feared losing his son just as they had begun to form a relationship. He shared his worries with Fiz and expressed his desire to persuade Alina to stay in Weatherfield so that he could remain a part of Doran's life. Despite his best efforts, however, Tyrone's plan to convince Alina to stay fell through. Tyrone's heartbreak led him to make a desperate and reckless decision. When Alina arrived at No. 9 to collect Doran and catch their flight back to Romania, Tyrone stole her passport from her rucksack in a last-ditch attempt to keep her from leaving. Predictably, things didn't go as planned. When Alina realized her passport was missing and was unable to check in for her flight, she returned to the house in distress. In a moment of conflict, Fiz discovered what Tyrone had done and, unwilling to escalate the situation, returned the passport to Alina. Tyrone was furious, feeling as though Fiz had betrayed him, but Fiz stood her ground, insisting that what he had done was wrong. Alina, feeling betrayed and upset, left with Doran, and tensions remained high between Tyrone and Fiz. Later in the week, in an attempt to smooth things over, Tyrone, Fiz, and their daughters Hope, Isabella Flanagan, and Ruby, Billy Naylor, video called Doran. The conversation was meant to be a chance for Tyrone to reconnect with his son, but Alina abruptly ended the call, explaining that it was upsetting Doran. As the family sat in disbelief, an enraged Fiz blurted out that she never would have returned Alina's passport if she had known this would happen. Unbeknownst to her, the call had not yet ended, and Alina had heard every word of Fiz's angry outburst. Upon realizing what had happened, Tyrone, Fiz, and the children were horrified. Alina had heard everything, and the fear that this might be the final straw that breaks the bond between Tyrone and Doran loomed large. The family is left anxiously awaiting Alina's next move, as Tyrone faces the devastating possibility of losing his son forever due to Fiz's mistake. This upcoming storyline promises to deliver high-stakes drama and emotional tension, as Tyrone's relationship with his son hangs in the balance. Will Alina cut off contact with Tyrone and take Doran back to Romania for good, or will there be hope for reconciliation? Only time will tell, but the fallout from Fiz's mistake will surely leave a lasting impact on the Dobbs family.